Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy, droppy, splishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
In Paintbox land, if you're a blob, you can change for any job. Want to ski, just throw your toes. See the sea, just blow your nose. Flap your ears and pigs can fly, startling witches in the sky. It's Puppy Purple. It's not the night that's giving Mousy Brown a fright. There's Ghostly White, what has he seen? Oh no, it's Grouchy Grumbly Green. There's the King, he's royal blue. And Poppy Red, she's popped up too. Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy, droppy, splishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy, droppy, splishy, splashy, bright and sunny,
Creatures called the
funny
Blobs. Blobs, Blobs, Blobs.
Puppy Purple was not very good at being a dog. In fact, the only thing he was good at was being silly. And on this particular morning, a new day of daftness had dawned.
I'm silly Billy, I do silly things. I race my tail and chase my tail and run around in rings. Ha!
I'm Poppy Red, I pop up a lot. Sometimes when I'm wanted, sometimes when I'm not. Parcel for Puppy Purple. Must be that new collar he ordered. What's wrong with you? Dogs should bark at post people. Let's hear a nice big woof.
Foo! A woof! Fow ow! Woof-o!
Here you are.
Puppy Purple found he couldn't even bark. Then he had an idea.
I know, I'll be a cat instead. From now on, I'll be Pussy Purple.
But it was a very silly idea. In fact, if there had been a prize for the silliest idea ever thought of, Puppy Purple would have won. Paws down.
I shall enjoy being a cat. First, I'll practice my meow. Moo. No. Quack. No. Bah. Meow. Yes, I'm a cat, and that's that.
Puppy Purple thought his new life was the cat's whiskers, but he had to keep remembering not to do doggy things.
No more digging for bones, and no more wagging my tail. I'm a cat now. Meow. A mouse. Perfect. I'm supposed to chase them.
When he saw Mousy Brown, the purple puppy cat knew exactly what to do.
Meow. Keepers creepers. Sounds like a cat. I'm off.
He chased poor Mousy right through Flowery White's bakery shop.
Oi, watch where you're going.
Flowery White lost his pizza.
Yikes. Whoa.
Inky Black lost her way.
Gosh, a ghost.
And Ghostly White had the fright of his life. And meanwhile, Mousy Brown knocked everyone over like Skittles.
Meow. Oh, that's no cat. That was a very silly joke, Puppy Purple. Yes, of course. Cats climb trees.
But first, I need some nice long claws. Now what do I do? I'm stuck.
Meanwhile, in another part of the park, Fizzy Orange was busy doing his keep fit exercises so he could pass his next physical.
324, 325. That sounds like a cat in trouble. It's all right, little pussycat. Fizzy's here. Here I come. What are you doing here? I thought you were a stranded cat. What have you got to say for yourself? Meow. Ah! Ow!
As night fell over Paintbox Land, Puppy Purple was still busy being a cat until he came up against the real thing.
We'll keep you awake. We'll make your ears ache. We'll make a terrible row. Meow, 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 meow.
Wow, that's the way to do it.
What's this? Looks like a very silly dog to me.
I'm a cat and I'm meowing. Listen. Meow, meow, meow.
Call yourself a cat? You're useless. Anyway, this is our territory, isn't it, boys?
Yeah, that's right.
So scram, you sham. Get off our patch or we'll tie your tail in a knot.
Stop all that noise. I haven't slept a wink all night. How am I supposed to rule a kingdom on no sleep?
He can't meow. He can't even bark.
I can.
When Puppy Purple finally found his woof, it was such a loud one that it echoed all around Paintbox Land. The cats were so scared they ran over the hills and far away, never to return again.
Scaredy cats.
Well done, boy. Good dog.
They've shown their true colours now.
You are a dog, aren't you?
Yeah, now I can bark properly. I suppose I must be.
You may enter the royal domain.
Oh, thank you, your royal blueness.
I can't tell you how grateful I am. Those wretched cats have been keeping me awake for months.
Maybe being a dog is a good idea after all.
Of course it is. It's no good trying to be something you're not. Be yourself and you'll go far.
And from that day on, Puppy Purple decided it was better to be a dog than a cat, because the king bestowed upon him the greatest honour in the kingdom.
I now appoint you Royal Watchdog of Paintbox Land. Well done, Puppy Purple. Woof!
Woof.
Nowadays, Puppy Purple is still silly, but at least he's silly by royal appointment. And he knows exactly what he is.
Woof, woof.
He's definitely a dog.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Flippy blobbies, fishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
In Paintbox Land, if you're a blob, you can change for any job. Want to ski, just grow your toes. See the sea, just blow your nose. Flap your ears and pigs can fly, startling witches in the sky. It's Puppy Purple. It's not the night that's giving mousy brown a fright. There's ghostly white, what has he seen? Oh no, it's grouchy, grumbly green. There's the king, he's royal blue, and Poppy red, she's popped up too. Creatures called the Blobs.
Flippy blobbies, fishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Flippy blobbies, fishy, splashy, bright and sunny,
Creatures called the
funny
Blobs. Blobs, blobs, blobs.
On a high hill in a spooky old house lived Ghostly White. The loneliest blob in Paintbox land.
I like a little moan in the middle of the night, 'cause I am all alone. I'm gloomy, ghostly white. Yikes! I look a fright. I wonder if that's why I haven't got any friends. I don't know. Well, I'm never going to make friends unless I go out and meet some.
Ghostly had met his neighbours before, and they always ran away screaming. But he never gave up trying to be their friend.
Gosh, everybody's going to bed so early. Hang on, I see somebody's awake.
Ghostly hovered over Poppy Red and Primrose Yellow and listened in on their chat.
Oh, wasn't that nice of Fizzy Orange to have us over for tea and toast?
Yes, he's a nice blob. Let's invite him to our house next time. Ghostly grinned. Now he knew how to make friends.
That's it. I'll invite them for tea and toast, and then they'll be friends with me. Would you like to come to my house for tea and toast?
No,
we don't want toast with a ghost.
With a ghost. Ghostly knew he had forgotten something important.
I must remember to go around things, not through them. Otherwise I scare people.
Poor Ghostly floated home alone.
I wonder if there's anything spooky on TV tonight. Tonight, we talk to ghosts, and the people they scare. I asked some bobs to tea, but all of them take fright. Oh, what is wrong with me? I'm gloomy, ghostly white.
What's that? And where's it coming from? I'm busy, I'm always in a tizzy. I never stop until I drop, that's why they call me Fizzy.
The ghastly groaning threw Fizzy into a tizzy, and he ran out to investigate. Fizzy was determined to put a stop to the groans.
What's that?
Nobody had ever knocked on Ghostly's door before.
Hey, keep the noise down in there.
Ghostly was so excited he ran to the door, forgetting his promise to go around things, not through them.
Hello. Would you like to come in for tea and toast?
No, I don't want toast with a ghost.
I wonder if the moonlight makes me look spookier than I really am. Maybe in the daylight I wouldn't look so scary.
Ghostly decided to go out in the daytime to make friends.
Good morning! Good morning! Anyone for tea and toast? Oh dear, I've done it again. No, wait, please. I just want to be your friend.
Ghostly had scared everybody away, or so it seemed to him. But Mousy Brown had just woken up and didn't know a ghost was about. At least not yet.
Good morning, little mousey. Care for some?
No!
This is no good.
Ghostly was so fed up that he began to cry.
Oh, gosh. My nose is so red, it makes me look like a clown. Wait a minute. Clowns make people laugh. And if I can make them laugh, then maybe they'll be friends with me.
Meanwhile, Mousy Brown got over her shock as the clock struck 1.
You like clowns, Mousy Brown?
Not ghost clowns.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that made a difference.
Ghostly headed home. Meanwhile, the other Blobs were at the palace complaining about the lonely ghost.
You must do something, Royal. Everyone's such a fright.
I know. But what can one do about a ghost? I mean, really. You there. Bring Ghostly White to the palace at once.
So, what's the plan, Your Royal Blueness?
You do have a plan, don't you? I'm working on it. Don't pester me.
Oh my gosh! He's coming!
Stay calm. We don't want to spook him.
The king suddenly realised what he had said and began to laugh.
Yeah. Ghostly White, I'm the king. You can't frighten me. I don't want to frighten you. Why? You're just trying to be friendly, aren't you? Yes, Your Majesty. But no one wants to be my friend because I look so scary. Ghostly, I think you've given me a clue as to what we should do.
Royal Blue came up with a grand plan that delighted all the Blobs in the land. He built a ghost train at the fun fair. Ghostly wasn't lonely anymore because everybody loved ghosts on the ghost train.
And it's all thanks to you, Royal Blue. Who's for tea and toast?
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy blobbies, fishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
In Paintbox land, if you're a blob, you can change for any job. Want to ski, just grow your toes. See the sea, just blow your nose. Flap your ears and pigs can fly, startling witches in the sky. It's Puppy Purple. It's not the night that's giving Mousy Brown a fright. There's Ghostly White, what has he seen? Oh no, it's Grouchy Grumbly Green. There's the king, he's royal blue, and Poppy Red, she's popped up too. Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppies, fishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppies, fishy, splashy, bright and sunny,
Creatures called the
funny
Blobs. Blobs, Blobs, Blobs.
Fizzy Orange was the happiest, fizziest blob in all of Paintbox land.
I'm busy, I'm always in a tizzy. I'll never stop until I drop, that's why they call me Fizzy.
And Fizzy was also the most helpful blob. Whenever he saw someone who needed a helping hand, he was always the first there.
Can I help you, Primrose Yellow? Let me carry your shopping for you.
Oh, you are so kind, Fizzy. Oh, and while you're at it, could you carry these few parcels for me too?
Of course. Anything to help a friend.
It was a very hot day, and Primrose Yellow's parcels were very heavy. And the more Fizzy Orange walked, the less fizzy he felt.
Phew! I feel quite worn out.
He was very relieved when they finally reached Primrose Yellow's house.
Oh, thank you, Fizzy. You're very... Say, am I imagining things? Or are you smaller than you used to be?
Don't be silly, Primrose. I'm the same size I've always been. I am just a little tired, that's all.
Fizzy waved goodbye to his friend and made his way back home for a rest. But before he had got very far, he saw Princess Powder Blue. She was trying to take Puppy Purple for a walk.
Puppy Purple, you naughty dog. Slow down.
Woof, woof!
Even though he was feeling very tired, Fizzy Orange wanted to help her.
Would you like me to take Puppy Purple for a walk, Princess Powder Blue?
Oh, thank you, Fizzy. He won't do anything I tell him.
Don't worry. I'm sure he won't be any trouble.
But Puppy Purple had seen Inky Black's cat, Whispers. And he decided that it would be more fun to chase a cat than to go for a walk. But Puppy Purple wouldn't slow down. He followed Whispers over Grumbly Green's garden fence and through Grumbly Green's garden and up Grumbly Green's drain pipe. And finally, down Grumbly Green's chimney.
Dust, dust. Nothing but dust.
I hate cleaning. It makes my nose itch. He was rather surprised when Whispers, Puppy Purple and Fizzy Orange dropped in to see him.
Fizzy Orange? Why don't you use the front door like everyone else?
I'm so sorry for making such a mess of your house, Grumbly.
I don't care, since you're the one who's going to clean it all up again. So, after Fizzy had taken Puppy Purple back to Princess Powder Blue, he had to clean up all the soot in Grumbly's living room. And afterwards, Grumbly had the cheek to ask Fizzy to mow his lawn too.
Oh, dear. I'm so tired. I haven't got a drop of fizz left inside me.
Hurry up, Fizzy. Don't take all day.
And when he had finished, poor Fizzy had to walk back to his house, which was all the way over on the other side of Paintbox land. Later that day, King Royal Blue gathered all the Blobs together.
Where is Fizzy Orange? I haven't seen him all day.
Well, I saw him this morning. He helped me carry all my shopping home. And he helped me to take Puppy Purple for a walk.
Yes, well, I did ask Fizzy to clean my house for me. And, mow my lawn. Come on, let's go to Fizzy's house. If he did all that today, he must be exhausted. Fizzy Orange, this is King Royal Blue. Open up.
Hello?
Fizzy, whatever is wrong with you?
I don't know. My fizz has completely disappeared.
I'm not surprised. Everyone has been making you work far too hard.
I'm sorry, but that's your problem, Fizzy. You're so busy helping others, you forget to look after yourself.
Right. This is our chance to help our friend. We must find a way of giving Fizzy his fizz back.
But how?
Suddenly, Canary Yellow flew down.
Well done, Canary Yellow. We'll tickle Fizzy's fizz back inside him.
But no matter how hard King Royal Blue tickled him, Fizzes still remained small and fizzless.
It's no use. I'll never get it back. I've lost my fizz forever.
Tickling isn't the answer. What Fizzy Orange really needs is a glass of fizzy juice. As Fizzy drank Inky's fizzy orange juice, he began to grow in size and fizziness.
Oh, I can feel it. My fizziness is coming back.
Very soon, Fizzy was back to his old self again.
3 cheers for Fizzy Orange.
I'm bursting full of fizz again.
After that, the other Blobs were very careful with Fizzy and never asked him to do things that would wear him out. And so, Fizzy never lost his fizz again.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppies, fishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and shiny, fast and funny blobs.
In Paintbox land, if you're a blob, you can change for any job. Want to ski, just grow your toes. See the sea, just blow your nose. Flap your ears and pigs can fly, startling witches in the sky. It's Puppy Purple. It's not the night that's giving mousy brown a fright. There's ghostly white, what has he seen? Oh no, it's grouchy, grumbly green. There's the king, he's royal blue. And Poppy Red, she's popped up too. Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppies, fishy, splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny, fast and funny blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppies, fishy, splashy, bright and sunny,
Creatures called the
funny
Blobs. Blobs, Blobs, Blobs.
The royal gardens were in a bit of a mess.
Oh. Oh, no.
And King Royal Blue was in a bit of a state.
This garden's much too much for me. There's so much work to do. I need a royal gardener. The only question's who? There, that's a bit better.
But just at that moment, a huge gust of wind blew in and upset all the king's hard work.
Oh no! Now I'll have to start all over again.
Puppy Purple was in the royal gardens looking for a bone.
I'm the royal guard dog, a really royal pup. I left a juicy bone somewhere. I need to dig it up.
Suddenly, a gust of wind blew him into a strange part of the garden.
This smells familiar. Let's try here.
Puppy Purple didn't know it, but he jumped onto the tummy of a giant.
Oh, stop it! That tickles!
That's funny. A talking hill.
And tickling makes me sneeze!
Yelp! It's a
Ay.
ginormous blob.
Oh, ay. Ay.
Hey!
Oh,
Help! It's got cold.
ay.
The giant's sneeze sent Inky Black into a tailspin. and sent poor Poppy Purple flying head first into Fizzy Orange.
Help! Help! I saw a giant! A great, big, hairy, scary giant! Calm down now, puppy. You saw a what? A giant! With eyes the size of dog baskets! A big red nose who eats clouds! What's more, he's got a cold.
Soon, the news of the giant was all over Paintbox land.
A great big hairy giant who breathes fire out of his nose and eats 6 blobs out of a dog basket every day.
A blob-eating giant? Oh dear, I don't think I like the sound of that. I think I'll make myself scarce.
Everyone was very scared, except Grumbly Green.
Giants indeed. Some blobs believe anything.
That puppy's not making a fool out of me.
Oh my! What's that noise?
It's the giant! The giant! Quick, hide!
Oh dear! What shall I do?
Oh, bother it.
As giants go, I'm tiny, not even fully grown. I'm just a great big bumbling blob who's looking for a home.
Here, you can't sit there. This is private property.
Oh, sorry, silly me. I thought it was a pile of pebbles.
It's a pile of pebbles now. It was a rockery. Now push off. Haven't you got a home to go to?
Oh, no, not really. Nowhere that's warm and dry. That's why I've got this cold. Oh, if only I had somewhere to live.
Nowhere to live? You poor thing. We'll find you a home straight away.
Oh, could you? Could you really?
Of course.
So long as it's not in my backyard.
I know just the place.
Ringmaster Blob wasn't too pleased when he found 2 giant legs sticking out of his circus tent.
Oh, Joe! Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Was just too small and drafty.
Never mind. I've got another idea.
The next day, Piggy Pink got a surprise when she drove the Paintbox Express through Midnight Blue Tunnel.
Oh, Joe! It's just too big and too damp.
I'm sorry, Giant Blob. I'll have to think again.
But finding Giant Blob a home wasn't easy. And it wasn't much better in the museum.
And this is the giantess humongous sneezes from the Ice Age.
It's alive! Help!
Poor Giant Blob didn't know what to do.
Excuse me? Oh, hello? Why are you crying?
Nobody wants me around.
Just then, an idea popped into Poppy Red's head.
I think I know someone who might. Do you? Giant Blob has got to go.
I know he's a giant, but he's still a blob. Don't you think we should give him another chance?
If you're not going to tell him, I will.
Oh!
Who left this here? Blooming pot owls. But Grumbly Green had fallen into one of the giant blob's footprints, and they were leading all the way to the king's palace.
The king's
greenhouse. The hedges were trimmed, the grass cut, and there was the most lovely singing coming from the royal greenhouse.
As giants go, I'm tiny, not even fully grown. But I'm a great big happy blob who's finally found a home. Meet Giant Blob, the new royal gardener.
Giant Blob's cold was much better. Now he was warm and dry.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppy splishy splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny fast and funny blobs.
In Paintbox land, if you're a blob, you can change for any job. Want to ski, just grow your toes. See the sea, just blow your nose. Flap your ears and pigs can fly, startling witches in the sky. It's puppy purple. It's not the night that's giving mousy brown a fright. There's ghostly white, what has he seen? Oh no, it's grouchy Grumbly Green. There's the king, he's royal blue, and poppy red, she's popped up too. Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppy splishy splashy blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Bright and sunny fast and funny blobs.
Creatures called the Blobs.
Drippy droppy splishy splashy bright and sunny
Creatures called the
funny
Blobs. Blobs, blobs, blobs.
The grumbliest blob in Paintbox land was Grumbly Green.
I don't like where I'm going. I don't like where I've been. I'm moany, groany, leave me alone, mumbly, grumbly green.
I need a sun hat. I'm boiling. He mumbled and grumbled all the way past Flowery White's bakery to Fizzy Orange's hat shop. Ouch! What a stupid place to put a sign.
I'm busy, I'm always in a tizzy. I'll never stop until I drop, that's why they call me Fizzy. Yes, sir, how can I help you?
I need a sun hat. I'm boiling.
Is that your own head? It's very pointy.
That's the way I like it. Fizzy began to help Grumbly try on hats.
That is a nice hat. Perfect for yodeling in.
Yodel, 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 yodelly. I don't like yodeling, and I don't like this hat. It's too small.
This one's bigger.
Ouch! No, it isn't. It's too tight. It hurts. Grumbly was very, very hard to please.
This one's bigger.
This hat's too big. I can't even see me feet. Grumbly's head was the wrong shape for hats. It was just too pointy. But then Fizzy Orange had an idea.
If we flattened your head a bit, I'm sure we could find the hat to fit you. 1, 2, 3, push! How's it feel? Ow!
Look what you've done, you fizzy dizzy article. Now I've got a pointy tail. Grumbly was very angry with his new tail. Why don't you keep your silly ideas to yourself next time? Grumbly thought he would never find a hat to fit his head when he saw a marvellous sight. Hats! Hats! And they're all my size. Perfect. But as soon as Grumbly put the traffic cone on his head, Constable Blue, the police blob, arrived.
Don't you know that red and white cone is used as a traffic warning? I'm afraid that you can't use it as a hat. You mustn't move cones. It might cause a accident. Sorry, officer.
Then Inky Black the witch and Whispers, her cat, flew by. Grumbly Green's not looking well. Let's go and see him for a spell. Grumbly thought his troubles were over.
I need a sun hat.
Broomsticks and bats. Try one of my hats.
Thank you, Inky.
You're not as black as they paint you after all. But Inky wasn't being kind at all. She was being mischievous. While Grumbly wears my witch's hat, he'll be chased by black blob cats. Grumbly was very pleased with his new hat, but he wasn't the only one. What's that? Oh! All the black cats in Paintbox Land had begun to follow him.
Leave me alone. I don't like cats. The fur makes me sneeze. Achoo!
Grumbly had to get rid of his lovely new hat just to get rid of all these cats.
Oh no, he isn't a witch, he's just pretending. What a squiz, typical. All that running for nothing.
Grumbly thought he was the unluckiest blob ever, but Flowery White the baker was much more unlucky. Are you all right, Flowery White? No, I'm not. My donut machine's broken, and none of my donuts have holes. What a disaster. Wait a minute. Your pointed head could help me. Are you sure? Pointed heads are no good for anything, especially hats. But Grumbly was wrong. His pointed head was perfect for making the holes in donuts.
I'm Flowery the baker, I'm white from toe to top, from making bread and pizza in my Flowery baker's shop.
Yum, 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 yum. Soon, every donut had a hole. Thanks, Grumbly. Anything I can do for you? You don't happen to have a spare hat, do you? No, but I might be able to help you. Alley-oop, alley-oop, alley-oop. Grumbly was so happy with his new hat. He danced and skipped until he was tired and hot and hungry.
Yum, 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 yum.
Grumbly's hat was delicious, and he wasn't grumbly anymore because he knew he could always buy another hat at Flowery's Bakery tomorrow.